Hello everyone, my name is Christopher Lopez. I'm the Governmental Affairs Director and Professional Standards Administrator here at Monmouth Ocean Regional Realtors. And today we're here to talk to you about the lead-based paint hazard law that's going into effect July 22nd, 2022. I think it's very important for our members to know what's going on with this law, right, as it's coming up quick. So we wanted to get this video created for you to give you more information and to find out where to find more information regarding this law. So I have a special guest with me today.
Ta-da! Good morning. Hi, I'm Colleen Camilo, your 2022 Monmouth Ocean Regional Realtors President. And thank you, Chris, for having me and having this lovely discussion. So yes, it's coming up. It's a law that goes into effect July 22nd, 2022. And I'm going to ask Chris some important information that we need to know as realtors. It's not fun information, but we need to know it. So, Chris, which properties are required to be inspected and which are exempt according to the new lead remediation law?
So, when it comes to which are required, those are going to be single family, two family, and multiple rental dwellings constructed prior to 1978, okay? Exempt from this law, are going to be dwellings that are constructed during or after 1978, dwellings that have been certified to be free of lead-based paint, in accordance with regulations promulgated by the Department, NJAC 517 3.6b. Dwellings with a valid lead safe certification issued pursuant to this law, which is valid for 2 years. Okay, single family and two family seasonal rental dwellings, which are rented for less than 6 months. Duration each year by tenants that do not have consecutive lease renewals. This exemption does not apply to seasonal multiple dwellings, though. Keep that in mind. Multiple rental dwellings that have been registered with the Department of Community Affairs for at least 10 years and have no outstanding lead violations from the most recent cyclical inspection performed on the multiple dwellings under the Hotel and Multiple Dwelling Law. And all multiple dwellings constructed prior to 1978 and registered with the department for at least 10 years that have a certificate of inspection issued by the Department of Community Affairs, Bureau of Housing Inspection, are exempt from this requirement. A certificate of inspection means that there are no outstanding violations, okay? Multiple dwellings that have been registered with the department for at least 10 years with an open inspection that has no violations for paint is also exempt from this requirement. Open inspection means that inspections are ongoing to remediate violations during a cyclical inspection, and during those cyclical inspections, the department cites paint violations rather than lead violations in order to ensure periodic lead-based paint inspections occur where needed. Any open paint violations in dwelling units will necessitate compliance with this law.
And that was a mouthful.
Yes, it
and
was.
That's why we will be giving you a link at the end of this to go exactly to the site where you will get all this information. There is also a periodic inspection procedure timeline that goes with this new law. So can you fill us in on that as well, Chris?
Yes, I will. So all rental dwelling units are required to be inspected pursuant to PL 2021 C182, which must be inspected for lead-based paint within 2 years of the effective date of the law. Again, that's July 22nd, 2022, okay? Or upon tenant turnover, whichever is earlier. This means that the first inspection must take place no later than July 22nd, 2024, all right? And regarding that procedure itself, for dwellings located in a municipality in which less than 3% of children tested 6 years age or younger have a blood lead level greater than or equal to 5 micrograms per deciliter. The inspection may be carried out through visual inspection. However, these municipalities may elect to undertake a dust wipe sampling. For dwellings located in a municipality in which at least 3% of children tested 6 years age or younger, again, have a blood lead level greater than or equal to 5 micrograms per deciliter, the inspection must be carried out through dust wipe sampling. The department will provide this information to municipalities. And then for that remediation work, there are different types of remediation work. And then they must be performed by certified individuals in accordance with all applicable federal and state regulations. So there are interim controls, which are measured, designed to temporarily reduce human exposure to lead-based paint hazards. It is easiest and most appropriate to use interim controls when fixtures are structurally sound. Lead exposure comes primarily from deteriorating paint and excessive levels of lead in household dust. And this can be done through paint stabilization, which makes surfaces smooth and cleanable, correcting dust generating conditions, which after all is said and done, you would receive a lead safe certificate. This is one of the 2 certificates that are given, which is valid for 2 years, okay? On the other side, there's also abatement. And in certain cases, this is used when interim controls are unlikely to be effective, especially if the building has substantial structural defects or if interior or exterior walls or major components are seriously deteriorated or subject to excessive moisture. In these situations, abatement is more appropriate in addressing lead-based paint hazards. This can include paint removal, building component replacements, and enclosure. So this is a more serious and effective way of removing that lead-based paint hazards, right? So this would issue you a lead-free certificate, which will require no more inspections needed, okay? So if you go with abatement, you're better off in the long term rather than those interim controls, which again, that will give you the lead safe certificate, which is only valid for 2 years, all right? After remediation has been completed, whether through interim controls or abatement, the municipality or lead evaluation contractor must, must perform an additional inspection within 60 days of the initial periodic lead-based paint inspection to ensure there are no further lead-based paint hazards, okay? And if the dwelling has been remediated using abatement pursuant to NJAC 5-17-9.1, and the lead abatement clearance certification has been issued by the local enforcing agency, then the lead-free certificate issued at the final clearance shall exempt the dwellings from future inspections, again, pursuant to PL 2021 C-182. That was a mouthful.
That's a lot, but that was
Yes.
great information.
So, Colleen,
Chris.
after hearing all that,
Yes.
what do you believe that agents should take away from this, and what do you believe is their primary responsibilities regarding the lead-based paint hazard law?
So, Chris, I am a realtor as well, and please, all my realtor friends, do not panic. We got this. We just need to give our clients, landlords, the information that they need to move forward with this new law. So, if you know that you have a listing coming that is either a single family or 2-family residential rental built before 1978, open a dialogue with the owner and converse with them to ensure the home is lead safe, and if not, they will need to go through the lead remediation prior to the tenant turnover. Furthermore, all realtors in New Jersey should become familiar with the guide to the lead-based paint in rental dwellings, or guide doc for short. This document can be found on New Jersey Realtors. The guide is intended to provide a comprehensive overview of the lead-based paint hazards, how to inspect such hazards, and how the hazards can be mitigated or eliminated for compliance with PL 2021 C-182. The guide is intended to serve owners and residents of rental dwellings throughout the state of New Jersey. It is written in 5 parts, each with different information to assist in understanding the many requirements associated with the lead-based paint hazards in a rental dwelling. So that guide doc is a major part of our responsibility. Get to know it, print it out, give it to your landlords ahead of time, and you will be safe. The law mainly affects municipalities and landlords, as they are required to ensure these rental dwellings are properly inspected for lead and undergo some form of remediation to obtain either a form of certificate showing that the rental is lead-free. So either one of those 2 forms of certification that Chris had mentioned. This doesn't mean realtors should disregard the law, as they need to be aware of the new requirements as well, and can work with their clients to ensure they follow the lead remediation law to ensure efficiency and compliance. the big thing is that the municipalities are gonna have to keep a copy of that lead safe certificate in their records for the property. So hopefully that won't be an issue, because a lot of the municipalities are a little short-staffed. So hopefully they'll be able to keep up. But all of this information that can be found on New Jersey Realtors site also has the firms that do the abatement testing and the lead inspectors. So that site is https:/government-affairs/lead, and we will have that information provided to you as well. I'd like to thank our members for doing your due diligence and for watching our video of the new law, and for Chris, your time in getting all this information to us. It's a lot.
And thank you, Colleen, for taking the time to come over here down to Tinton Falls and help our members understand the lead-based paint hazard law, because it's very important. We need to ensure that we all are aware. It may be a lot, but it's very important. So I want to thank you, and thank you all. We appreciate you for being members, and I hope this helps.
Thanks. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.